Greetings and salutations, gamers. This is Siltalon coming to you live
Run
on
away!
10/21/23. Today we'll be playing some Everquest, as you can see. We'll be going in and having some fun with our friends, the Filthy Casuals, and your host here, Siltalon. We are locked out of Tier 2 and 1 VoA and Sanctum today, so we can't do those zones. So we're gonna be focusing on doing some other zones tonight. I think it's gonna be Convortium that we're going to tonight. After Tuesday of this week, we will be able to do more zones and have a better rotation is more close to what we are currently progressing in. So right now, just sit back, relax as I take you through another raid night. We're just going to do some old content and have some fun at it. It's just something to do since we're all here gathered up to do stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and let's get to it tonight. Um, and with that being said, they have already sent out some people to go to Cavordium to get the guild banner flag down so we can all get teleported into the zone. Just sit here chatting with some guildies and all that. Oh yeah, I gotta set up the cleric list. Yeah. These clerics, there's so many of them. Janine, Kanata, Balkmore, okay. Janine, don't have Kanata in zone. We do have Andy. Got no heal. And then we have True. Wow, this is the first time we've had so few
DA on Steward.
clerics. All right. So we, oh, not Jean. All right. Looks like we're doing some good. Hey, Sailor, how's it going? I had to make some changes to the mic. We're having trouble with sound issues for the last couple streams where my chatting didn't come up at all. So finally fixed that. It seemed the update that I got 48 hours ago from Streamlabs decided to F with my sound settings again. Oh, yeah, it always screws with my sound settings. It just drives me nuts. Hey, how's it going, Val? Sorry I didn't get to you right away. I was explaining something with the Beast Lord on what I was doing with my keys. Busy. Very, very busy. Take the guild standard. I was very, very, very busy. And then got very, very tired and fell asleep. Convortium. No, this is the end of expansion of UF. We're only doing this because we have nothing higher level to do at the moment. Because we are locked out on T1, T2 VoA, we are locked out on SS, and Sanctum. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, you know how it goes. Sometimes you get a little too far ahead of yourself. He just passed. He just passed us. Yeah, he's a little east of us right now. He just passed us.
Interrupt gatekeeper. 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 Interrupt gatekeeper.
Okay. That's interesting. It's funny, it's actually upgrades. Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother wasting DKP here. Yes, I am going to be on after the raid. I will be working on the kill quests for the tier 3 first zone I was in. I wanted to do it this morning, but because of all the stuff that went on, couldn't get it done. We got up at 9 o'clock in the morning to go over to the um, garage, to get the car oil change and brakes taken care of. They weren't there. We waited till 9:30. No one showed up, and yeah, this is Convortium, and no one showed up to work at all on a day that they said that they worked. I guess it was a holiday because we went to two other places and they were also closed. So we gave up on that. So we went to three different places to get something to eat for the morning and wound up that two places we went to were overfilled with people. So then we went to all you can eat buffet for the morning, which was good. You gonna give us time to TB real quick? Wow. Sit over here against the wall. You avoid the stun. We're planning on finishing Cavordium tonight.
S viral. S viral. S viral. Run away, run away. 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 S viral. S viral. S viral. Gift of mana.
Nice.
Gift of mana. Gift of mana. S viral. S viral. S viral. Interrupt. Failed to feign death. FD fail. Gift of mana. Interrupt. Interrupt. Failed to feign death. FD fail. Interrupt. Interrupt. Failed to feign death. FD fail. Gift of mana.
There we go. We got it. Oh my god, so much loot. And the sad part is hardly anyone's bidding on anything. A lot of this is going to go to waste. Let's see here.
Failed to feign death. FD fail.
I'm going to take the time to regenerate mana and get my Tranquil Bless set. Yeah, this was hard back a couple expansions ago. This was before HOT. So this is UF, underfoot. This used to be pretty hard. But this last zone here was actually a lot easier than the raids, the other raids themselves. So in general, this was much easier compared to the normal raiding stuff. Because all the last zone you're always in on an expansion for end game gear looting and grinding is usually rewarding you for getting there. So they kind of pull back on the punches a little bit. They're rolling the gear pieces. Wow. Nope, don't want to go in there and start attacking stuff. Need to wait. Need to wait. Okay, good. Now I can Trinkle Bless. Seriously?
Sil Talon, you woke a mob. Sil Talon, you woke a mob. Da on Namzat.
A little easier to see. Turn the models off. Curse Splat. So is the sound a lot better, Valkron?
because Everquest sucks. And it's why I'm here. Actually, there's other
Silv Talon, you woke a mob.
Yeah, it makes you expansive, right? So it says you need like VoA to stay charged and never break. Oh, the other doesn't have the box on it? It didn't show if you were in.
I forgot to activate all that stuff.
Silv Talon, you woke a mob.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure it stayed on.
Gift of mana.
Sauce. Sauce like the sauce.
Gift of mana.
This is what we call shell shock.
Did we start now? Yet?
No.
No, we're just starting. So we'll see if he goes live and it could be fun.
Oh, it did.
That was the fucking fastest thing we've ever done. I feel like 2 or 3 of us in there already popped. You didn't see?
Yeah, they must have fixed it. Wow, nice. That was the fastest we had that pop. Usually we had to wait like 3 or 4 minutes. Grizzle Geezer, hello for the first time chat. Nice to meet you, man. Just came back to queue after several years. Congratulations. Welcome back to the game. What is going on here tonight? We're doing a raid into Gavordium, UF territory. We are currently in VoA era, so we're just going back to an old era that we have not finished when it was in era at the time. So just kind of cleaning up raid experience, so to speak, to say we did it. No, I'm a Beastlord. Level 70 Beastlords get faked playing possum and falsified death. Makes it really awesome that we get it.
I'm trying to kill everything in here.
Gift of mana.
Yep, this is my current stats if you want to take a look at them real quick. No, those swords are hide model. Here, I'll show you. Show model. See? They're the other players. I just had it on hide model because we were in a tight space at the time. Makes it a little easier to see what we're doing. Yeah, I'll show you the command for it. So slash hide model all, and this is what it does. Basically, only gives you swords and shields and wands and bows, and only lets you see your model and your pets. And then the next one is hide model none, which will bring back everything. So that way, it makes it easier on people who have a hard time seeing in tight places with a lot of people around, or cuts back on the PC usage for slower models. Oh yeah, a lot of big changes. Okay, we're gonna fortify companion. Put pet DI on it. Ages. Give my pet all the buffs that I have. And then we're just gonna sit here and AE to like crazy. My pet's the only one going in
Gift of
there
mana.
tanking. Because what happens, we're gonna get a whole bunch of little baby critters that pops up. And they spawn around the boss. I really don't want to get in trouble with those. When my pet starts taking damage from it, I'll just pull him back. Take the pet off. So I'm playing a nuke Beastlord. Wow. Seriously. I wasn't paying attention to my aggro meter. I wasn't paying attention to the aggro meter. Damn. That sucked. I can easily get to aggro when it's this type of fight. And I'd done so little damage, million damage. Oh yeah, they did a lot of changes to the Beast Lords, unfortunately. They the first rebalance on the pet they did a while back ago. Then they then rebalance the warders on the Beast Lords. So now our pets are still good, but not as powerful as they used to be. Got the res, thank you. Level 95. Level 95 Beast Lord. Just got 95 recently.
Lyria mass group buff used. Lyria mass group buff used.
Oh yeah, you can use that as a stage with Stalker.
Do my pet buffs. This is the new pet gear. New pet gear, we can get pets. Makes them do better.
Got my friend coming. Forgot about her.
Okay.
Yeah, regular basic.
How far are we into this? You want Paragon?
No heal mass group buff used. No heal mass group buff used.
Got a 2 note.
Yes, max on TPL currently is 95 because we just entered VoA about a week ago. On there's a level limit in which the gear can go on for a pet.
Yeah, no matter. As a note, it does require letting the things actually pull them back, not going something that takes in.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was part of the adjustments that they made.
Yeah, we're doing an insane amount of healing, and Claire's been on left and right.
Pet is in there beating things up. I'm just providing shields for it. Yeah, I know it'd be really nuts if you could give those summon stuff to the pets. Your pets would be just unstoppable. Paragon going out. Is Sylv? Can I get rebuffs? Excuse me. This is one of the few missions, few raids that people will die on because it's such. Ugh. All right, those are the items that we're getting for the fight.
Which is the closest you get to it.
Oh, you should see live gear. It's freaking nuts. The gear that you're seeing now, quadruple it for live gear. Beastlords are hitting for like millions. Are doing like not millions, 100,000 Ks in dam per strike with some of their weapons. It's really nuts. And they're doing tons of damage. Yeah. I mean, this the live Beast Lord only claw that I saw was like something like the base damage that you would see in a weapon was around 350 for a one-hander with bonus 280
I did make a bunch of the new Ranger arrows.
with 18
That's
rate
crazy. So
with 18, and it was like some really high ratio.
17 damage.
It was really nuts.
It's a claw arrow.
I wish I could show you,
Whoa.
but I don't have any
I'll
examples to
use my
show.
arrows. There's a couple in the blood bank too, if there's any left there. I got a 6 second.
Yes, beasts still have slow. This is the current slow that I have at 95. Negative 40 magic resist. So it reduces the magic resist of the target by 40 when it's casted on it. and it's about 65% slow, by the way. Depending on rank, it goes up by 1%. So this is a 67% slow since it's rank 2. If I had the rank 3, it would be 68% slow. We get a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, easily. I can go into the tier 3 zones right now and solo anything I want, except for a few names here and there. There's a couple names that are just too strong for me. I'll need a group to kill. But a good number of names from between T1 through T3, I can solo with no problems. I haven't gotten to the T4 areas yet, but I will be doing that shortly. I'm doing a kind of a guide through VoA partisan and kill quests. And you can see that on my stream channel on Twitch or on my YouTube. And you can see what I've been going through and having to do for getting progression. Progression in VOA is all about getting your Aileron skill up right here. So that way you can access the different quests, get your gear, your components, everything you need. Without it, you wouldn't be able to do much. So VOA is about a language skill, increasing it. That's your um, lockout requirements for gear, loot, and spells. No keys, access to all zones. If you want to be able to start the raid stuff, you have to have a high enough Aileron skill in language, or buy raid loot, buy spells, or gear. That's from raids. The minimum you need in Aileron to be able to access 95% of everything is just 75 skill. And that's easy to get by doing the first two tiers and doing two of the group missions in one of the tiers. And then you got 75 right there, and you're good to go for the rest of the expansion. I plan on maxing it out because I I am a completionist. This is a nice little item that levels up. It's pretty sweet. Wow, that's a lot. 20 X packs. Yeah, I can see why. Well, this is UF era, so this is the end of UF, the very last zone.
No.
We're both over leveled and over geared for this instance. That is for mini raids. We're doing a full on raid though. So we can go up to a total of 52. We can go up to a total of 52, but we have 43 in raid. Oh yeah, taking on Nagy with over 500 people, or no, not Nagy. What was it? Sleeper. They had so many people. They chugged that zone. You just die, get res, pick up your weapon, kill, run back in, pick up a weapon, kill till you die. Oh, that was an insane fight. Okay, this one is basically a witch and her flame dog. We beat her down for a little bit. Then she goes over to the fiery depths here and throws herself into lava, and her puppy comes alive. Lava Rangers. His guy needs a bigger shield. It's actually pretty big. It's a tower shield. You're just seeing the back side of it. The front side of it's pretty big. You don't see too many shields like that in EQ. Oh yeah, I gotta check my weapons for fire spells. Corrupt venom. Okay. None of this has fire to it, so okay, we're good. I had to double check to make sure I had no fire spell stuff. No, all of them are pretty much needed. Depending on the server you're on, all classes are needed. Well, on TLP servers, it's a lot different from live servers, but from the old days, because there's not as much people as you have normally playing in the old days. You know what I mean? And even on the live servers that they have currently now, the number of people still aren't as big as what it was back in the day. So people are just happy to have people that are active and play a lot. It's time for a lava bath. I don't want a bath. I don't want to take a bath.
Gift of mana. Gift of mana. Sebek mass group buff used. Sebek mass group buff used. Gift of mana. Gift of mana.
Yeah, but this is not a water fight. This is a lava fight. So we're taking damage constantly while we're fighting. Our damage is nuts because of all the good gear we got.
Gift of mana.
I remember I had to go catch Keep to do some of my Beastlord quests. It sucks. But I got through it.
Gift of mana.
Nice. Um, in VoA era, if it's 5 expansions back, no. They remove the key restraints after so many expansions. The, a new starting, I believe, in UF, around UF. No, after UF, which would be House. No, let's see. They did a tier system a little after Fadar. Basically, what it is, you can buy all your tier 1 spells, all of them. Sometimes will be on different vendors. And then you can, in group fights against like bosses at the end of the zone or bosses in the open world, sometimes can drop items to get you your rank 2 spells. Then raids, you can get your rank 3 spells with through items or runes and stuff like that. So they did a ranking system. Mhm. Yeah, around 75 and around 85 and up. That's when they started doing that. You should be able to get your all your spells in POK from VoA era around to I believe 70 to 75, somewhere around there. So you can get them all in um, POK in the big library in the center off your trainers. Yep. The other ones you'll have to quest for or go to the zones to get the basic spells that the NPCs have. And some of those spells still require faction depending on what level. So between 80, 85, from 80 to 85, You still have to get some faction to get certain spells. After 85, there's no more faction. It's just go to your spell vendor, get the tier ones. No, I didn't need anything. I was just showing you what the loot was. So this is the loot. I could use some of it as an upgrade for the gear I currently have, but I'm at 57 DKP, and I decided to save up my DKP till we get to a couple hundred or so, so that way I can buy better gear in VoA when we rank up through the stuff. So that means I can get far better gear. To give you an idea what VoA equipment I picked up, where's see? This is HOT era gear, by the way. VOA era gear is going to be much better than this. Yes, we do it. We do bid. We do open bids, so you see what other people are bidding, and you can be, and they bid up. And if you don't get the piece of gear with your bid, you still keep your DKP. So there's no you bid and you lose DKP. No, none of that. If no one bids on a gear piece, you can get it for 1 DKP. You always pay a minimum 1 DKP for an item if no one wants it, or if it goes to alts. You can also gear up your alts too with your main character if you choose to. But you have to wait until everybody that's main raiders doesn't want the piece of gear or equipment. We don't have. There we go. We didn't have an MA, that's why it wasn't attacking. Class only drops, yes, that's it has happened in a couple expansions. There's some here and there. In some expansions, there were certain drops of only for classes, but that will become more normalized as we go after Reign of Fear. So, Reign of Fear and after, there will be class specific only drops for every class. Well, we got here. I'll show you what we got. We got bards, beastlords, berserkers, clerics, druids, enchanters, magician, monk, necromancer, paladin, ranger, rogue, shadow knight, shaman, warrior, and wizard. So we at least have one of every class. So it's guaranteed we have someone on a raid that's part of that class. For about 4 X packs, we didn't have a rogue, so rogues were very few in between. Now we got 2 or 3, and always have one on the raid. I would have to say um, berserkers, rogues, and wizards are our lowest economy for player usage. We got the fewest. Well, we usually have 54 people that are playing with no boxes in our raid. So we got a good stacked number of people. And we play more casually. We don't play hardcore raider, you know what I mean? We play more of a casual raider vibe. So we get as far as we can and then just say, okay, have a good night when we hit our times. Mm, later on, I would have to say Necros are going to be pretty awesome because of their dots. Because they just sit back, dot, 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 dot. That's all you do. Multiple dot. Every dot. Mages are great for COH, pet toys, and their elemental uh, buffs with a decent pet.
That's correct. That right there.
Well, Filthy Casuals actually encourages play what you want. If you want to help out with certain class types and play that, just talk to the officers and they'll give you more information on what class types that they're looking for. But generally, we want people to play so they can play whatever class they like. If you're looking if you're looking to join a guild on a server that's active, newer or older, it's usually a good idea to find out what type of um, guild is there and talk to the guild leaders and ask them what type of characters they're looking um, for a mainstream raider, and then they'll tell you what they're looking for. That's if you're that flexible.
Failed to feign death. Stand up. Silk Talon stand up. FD fail.
Yeah. The first 3 or 4 weeks that you play when you come back from being gone for so long, that's the hardest thing is the amount of how much you feel lost. Just give it some time and you'll quickly figure out how things work. Uh, when I came back and I went to Cornevag to, test out the Beastlord because it was much higher level than I finished at and a whole bunch of other stuff was going on, I was lost massively. But but I was lost massively at the start. Then I started picking up on things and learning things, and people started telling me things. And just over a course of 2 or 3 weeks, I got in the nick of things. I was leveling my characters up really fast. I was having a lot of fun doing stuff, and I got used to it. It's just an adjustment period, you know.
We just need a night for the two westerns, and they can come to Aradune or the island, and just pop in the middle of them.
Yeah, the Augs and power sources. This is my second TLP. I said I was on cornerback
Yeah, so just so you know,
for a short while. At the time that they were on it, they were in Fadar.
they could come from the island.
Then when Aradune went into Shadows of Lucan, I jumped over to Aradune because I wanted to play from when I originally started from.
We'll take up a collection.
So it was all about just starting off where I remembered at, where I played originally, and then worked my way up through the expansions up until now. Well, the difference between TLP servers is they have different rules sets and other stuff that make them unique. In addition, you have to pay the $14.99 a month like you did back in the day. Um, there are no ads, and uh, they have different rule sets, different boxing rules, so forth, so on, and you go through all of the expansions in order. So you'll start off with vanilla EverQuest, work your way up to the first expansion, second expansion, so forth and so on. Very true. And it guarantees you get no ads or interruptions, which is nice. And they give you perks throughout the different expansions. When Mercenaries came in, you originally started off with the apprentice mercenaries, and they weren't really good. But you had to do quests to get, uh, the journeyman mercenaries, or get them in raids and stuff. But they gave it to you as part of you paying for the services. Nope, you no longer have to do it. You automatically get the journeyman quest. Uh,
The ultimate card.
you can also get it on live, by the way, as long as you're paying the $15. They'll remove the ads and they'll give you the journeyman mercenaries. That's from what I heard.
I was not expecting that. I have never seen many cards there on the first shot. I'm getting summoned. I'm not the Fane that kills you guys.
All right, we started the boss fight right now. This one requires us to kill 3 sets of mobs. We kite around the area, slowly kill them off one at one. Then we kill a mini boss. We do it again for another 3 groups, kill a mini boss. Third time, and then finally, the third mini boss is dead. The real boss shows. Okay, AAs work like this. Hit your V key. You get the auto, able, and grant. This you get during live and then um, as well as TLP. That'll automatically give you AAs based on the expansion you're at and level. So when your level is literally um, high enough grant AAs, you get the AAs for up to the expansion. So, for instance, VoA, you're getting around 1,200 free AAs right off the bat. Then you can choose to add more experience to AAs or reduce it. It's originally set to 0. So the more you put to AAs, the faster this bar climbs. Merc experience AA is in its own. You have to kill things, do quests, so forth, so on. And this builds up on its own and takes AA from your experience for powering that. So there's no changing it. When you're 85 and higher, you can type OV for Overseer, and you get this mini game available to you. You can take quests for the mini game and have your guys go out and do these quests. And as you're successful, you gain rewards. These rewards can be used differently.
Chunk died.
Yeah.
Nope, Chunk's dead. We're gonna die. We're not gonna die. We have faith. Chunk, what's your...
Sorry.
Gift of mana. Gift of mana.
All right. Sorry. Yes, the Merc gets better. The way it gets better is by expending AA points your Merc earns as you level up and experience and do other stuff. Well, let's say when you start getting level 55, every 5 levels you get more AA points based on the expansion that went up the 5 levels. So, if you were to get, say, level 95 in VoA right now, for all the AAs, you get auto granted, auto distributed, meaning those AAs you get for free are automatically distributed into AAs that the game will choose for you. Those are AAs you can't do anything about. They're chosen by the game for your class. AAs you earn, you get to distribute anywhere you want at any time. So let's say here, I'll show you. I just got an AA. So this AA point I just earned can be put anywhere I want if I have something that costs 1 point in AA. You have your current max. This is your current level and the maximum level. This is the cost for buying that. The if it has a timer for a setting, and then what category of where it's at, season of destruction, so forth, so on. Same thing with the mercs. I have 3 AAs. I can spend it anywhere that I want into my merc list so long as I have enough AA. And you level up your AA by spending your points into areas that assist your mercs. You can focus on a healing merc. You can
Gift of mana.
go for more melee. It depends on what you're using mostly. Since I'm a Beastlord, I prefer to have a healing merc, so I focused heavily on a healing merc. When I, outgained my merc EXP and had points left sitting around doing nothing, I decided to go, okay, I have a second merc, which is a melee merc, so I started working on making the melee merc better after I made my healing merc. Pretty cool. With the AAs you earn, you can pretty much put them anywhere, up to the highest expansion level you're at. If you were POP, you can only spend your A's for buy AAs for Planes of Power and Shadows of Lucan, if there were any available.
Send them where you can.
See what I mean? You couldn't buy VoA AAs when you're in Planes of Power because you're not up to that expansion. So there are things locked out until you get up there. Live, all the live servers are up, I believe, to closest or last X pack already. For TLP, we're all in different areas. For instance, this server's on VOA. The Misfit servers on an earlier expansion. It's 6 months difference between the two, or a year. So they'll be 3 or 4 expects behind the newest. I think about how many more X packs are there left to go through on this server? 15 more, they're saying.
Just look at achievements.
Oh, achievements. So they said just look at achievements and it'll tell us. So this is the order of X packs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. About 12. No. Uh, if we have the way the X DLPs work is this. Um, Normally you only get 2 months of gameplay on a X pack if there's no leveling. If there is level up, like a 5 level increase, you get 8 weeks. So it's an additional month. Not 8 weeks. 3 months. Sorry. 2 months for no level up, 3 months for level up. Yeah. So we get 12 weeks for VOA. So, and non level up X packs that don't give a level up, we only get 2 months. It's more than enough time, but it's really fast. Yeah, it's really short amount of time compared to what it was in live. If it went at the same time frame as live, we'd have servers still in like time right now. A lot of servers just barely getting through time and after. Wouldn't make sense, you know? They wanted people to experience the content as quickly as possible. No, this is my only TLP. You can choose to leave to any of the TLPs anytime you want and make another new character. But you have to remember when you're on another server, let's say if a new server called Hexagony came up, they'll have their own rules, different set. You can't bring your character from another TLP and put it on that unless it is its sister TLP, because they always they always have a primary and a sister TLP that launch together with the same set of rules, and you can only go between those servers if you choose to do so.
Gift of mana.
But after the server finally goes to say they are now live, they can then switch to other servers. Yeah, you'll always start again from a new from scratch when you go to a new TLP. So there are people who jump from TLP to TLP when a new one comes out, and they replay all the old stuff because they like the old stuff. There are those that stick around and keep playing on through until it gets to live. And then when the servers get low enough on population, they'll merge similar servers together and bring population over from one server to a newer server to in to get more people together, you know.
Coming in from the east.
And then they'll take those old servers they decommissioned and remake new ones.
Oh, I thought that's what they've done for some reason. Okay.
And this is what they've been doing for quite some time. So it keeps things fresh and allows people to experience the full immersion of the game in multiple different ways that they want. Stick around for up to a certain X pack, then start all over, or just go all the way to the end. That's why the replayability is really good. Plus, they've been upgrading the Everquest. They brought us up to 64-bit finally. Um, oh shoot.
War West.
Sorry, I had to focus on the game for a sec. Since we're level 95, we're taking this with a more direct approach, which is a little more dangerous, but we're busting through this pretty fast. It's interesting.
Gift of mana.
But it's kind of nice that they give you the option of playing wherever you want in the different eras as you feel, which is pretty cool. You know, you have multiple servers to get to certain areas. The TLPs are really interesting on some of them because they have far different loot sets and terms for their servers. For instance, one TLP had gear was one expansion higher than it currently
These
is,
warriors that have
or
NPDs we don't want to kill.
and then there were one that made it so that magic resist for the players was so ridiculously high that none of the magic spells landed on the players in raids, hardly ever. Just some stupid stuff, you know what I mean, to make it easier, or making it harder by having the mobs one expansion level higher than what the actual expansion level was. Meaning, you'd be in doing Secrets of Fadar, but your fighting mobs are equivalent to um, Underfoot or Seeds of Destruction, whichever was the next one. You know what I mean? I think one of the TLPs was like random loot off-world bosses that could be higher than your current TLP or equivalent to. So people were getting some loot that were just like one or two TLPs higher than what they were getting normally, or making all the loot droppable. Think about that. You can trade all the loot. Doesn't matter where you got it. You can trade it. Yeah. Hopefully I answered your questions for you. There's only so much I know about what's going on. But yeah, I'm just happy to see this game back. I really miss playing the Beastlord class. And there's no other game that I've come across that has anything remotely close to the Beastlord. So I'm getting my Beastlord fix. It's such a unique class. We're two expansions higher than this expansion that we're currently in, fighting in the dungeon. It's not a big deal. We have our DPS is so ginormous compared to this era that they're not even noticing. They don't even care. It's only when you walk right into the boss mob and say hello when nobody's ready.
Gift of mana.
Oops. Yeah, this is not the boss mob. Want a TB Frosty? Oops.
Interrupt. Tafnirot mass group buff used. Tafnirot mass group buff used. Interrupt. Interrupt.
I started fighting late, and plus I had to switch out a spell.
Interrupt.
There we go. Sister fight next. Not my favorite. Hmm. One sec, gotta take care of something.
Gift of mana. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Gift of mana. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap to Daphris if debuffed. Swap to Daphris if debuffed. Swap to Daphris if debuffed. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap to Daphris if debuffed. Swap to Daphris if debuffed. Swap to Daphris if debuffed. Gift of mana. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap. Sylph Talon. Swap Sisters. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Sylph Talon. Swap Sisters. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap. Sylph Talon. Swap Sisters.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn mute off. Thank you for letting me know. So busy on this fight, sorry.
Gift of mana.
Paragon going out.
Swap to Sylph Talon. Swap Sisters.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to take the
Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse
There we
out.
go.
Pulse out. Pulse out.
Yeah, just gotta stay focused with this real quick here, because this is a really tough fight.
Swap to Field. Silt Talon. Swap sisters. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Silt Talon. Swap sisters.
I'm getting.
Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap. Silt Talon. Swap sisters. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Namzat mass group buff used. Namzat mass group buff used. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap. Silt Talon. Swap sisters.
Damn.
Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10.
All I can do is base.
Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Swap to Silt Talon. Swap sisters. Silt Talon. Swap sisters. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out. Silt Talon. Swap sisters. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse in 10. Pulse out. Pulse out. Pulse out.
Still sucks just as much.
Yeah, we got it down for one shot. It's a pain in the ass fight. Oh, what a nasty fight. Yeah, it's that's a really nasty fight.
Shit up the bill.
We're trying. There's a contagion that keeps spreading. So everybody
Trying.
needs a group level when you splash.
So we don't keep dying more.
Gift of mana. Gift of mana.
What we're trying to do is get this contagion under control. I think the reason why we didn't get ported was because of the fact the contagion's going. I think it's because of the contagion. Alright, we finally got rid of it.
Please accept your epic consequences.
Alright, there we go. We finally got it. Hero's Journey stuff is not in game yet. Oh, or are you talking about like the armor and weapon stuff in POK? I've never done any of that. But if you're talking about the later on Hero's Journey expansion stuff, no, haven't done that yet. Haven't gotten there.
Well, that sucks.
We went downstairs.
Look at Rose.
You start. Oh, okay. Question about it. If you go to one of the older characters, um, if you have a character on a server that has leveled up and so forth and so on, and let's say you come back 5, 6 expansions later,
So we're all supposed to
you'll
go
start
upstairs?
off where your character left off at. If you create a new character, you start off at level 1. I'm not sure if they have start at level 80, here's some equipment, have fun type thing. I don't know if they have that. I know they have that in World of Warcraft, where they bring you up to max level with one character and you start doing what you do. You know what I mean? But no, I don't know if they have that in EQ.
People are still running amok trying to get to the north side. Yay me.
Oh, we finished our Epic 2.5s
You gotta try to
ages
get to
ago.
the edge. Can't go through the center.
we got our 2.0s and 2.5s ages ago. So we're well past the Epic 2.0 and 2.5. Yes, 2.5 was basically putting a gem into your Epic to make it a 2.5. Just increased your weapon capability and upgraded the spell.
Yeah, you're gonna probably want to banner back in. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, 1.0 weapon changes have become a lot easier for some classes. Others are still the same. All you have to do is just read up on them, and you'll see what changes they made. But most classes did get a slight change here and there. For instance, the Valshare, we no longer have to do the Sonic Bane weapon, Sonic Wolfbane weapon progression. where we have to have all 5 classes from Valshare make a certain piece and pass it out amongst each other in order to get our epics. You know what I mean? We no longer have to have that happen, which saved us a lot of time and trouble because the tendons for the Sonic Bane Wolves were dropping so poorly that it just bottlenecked every Valshare character doing their epic. Um, I played during that time. I would not know if they changed that. Again, you have to specifically look at the epic changes. Some, all I know is a few of the classes they switched around some of the epic requirements to get your 1.0 to make it a little easier to get. I only know the Beastlord stuff. All right, let's see what the loot is for this fight. Wow. Now we're going to be doing the first creation fight. Oh, that's the where is it? the Bixie followers, familiars. You can change your familiar's look with a morph spell, a wand. Yeah, I saw. It's either a familiar or a morph spell for their familiar. You can get different types of followers and stuff through the DB store, such as mounts, gear to look at stuff, heritage crates. For instance, the Valshare heritage crate can pry open the crate. Each crate contains a random Valshare themed item: a familiar, a mount, an illusion, a teleporter, a full set of Heroes Forged armor, or a music box. So it can be literally anything in there. Probably got it from a hero. That's the item of the week here. Turns you into a bird. Alright, we're about to get started here on this next fight. They got lightsabers! A rat with a lightsaber. You know. See, I even got a light dagger.
Are we not taking out the other Bridge Guardians first?
Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured.
Yeah, that's everything aggroed. And I mean everything.
Yeah.
That's a wipe.
All right, we'll clear everything. I don't know how to. I guess this is a start thing because the other one wasn't. Like we took it initially and then it came in, but this has to.
Well, from what I remember, we have to clear out the outside, then work on the inner ring when we did this before.
Yeah, but it's that's not. I'm agreeing. Yes, we can do that. That's why I said start. But my bigger issue is the lurch hit when we went in with the shield damage that we killed like half of them. And I don't know what we'll figure it out because the other one around the turn. I'm not saying you're wrong, Chuck, but I am saying that the lurch making it impossible for any TBD to pass definitely is an issue.
Yeah, this is new, right? Nobody's done this before, guys. You need to pick it up.
Well, we pulled it once.
Yeah. Who owns this hit with all that running? Did they just hit all the casters, or did they start from the beginning? Because it's possible we can have Knight pick up the damage shield from and not attack it, but spells going out so we can kill it from the beginning. That'll make the Knight notes reset.
Event reset. Only 5 survivors. 6, 7, 8. Nope, 8 survivors. Uh-oh.
No, that's my fault. Because the achievements if you leave like the bridge burning stuff or something like that. So I was like, oh, you probably don't have to kill them. No, but we because you had to leave them all up, and I didn't. But I was hoping that that meant you didn't have to leave them full.
Alrighty, so basically that was a little failure. This is the first time we're doing this event. We did it before, but we didn't pass it, but we got almost to the point of fighting the first creation. So right now they're in the guild hall getting rebuffs. We're just kind of waiting for those that survived here, where everybody died, with all the corpses.
Let's see if you can get off of this. Do correct. You don't want to still run this if it doesn't stack the area. Just take it off now.
Yes, we're going again. They're rebuffing in the guild hall right now. I'm just waiting for them to come back. I already have all my buffs that I want.
I don't know. I didn't even look at it because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, like I said, we weren't going for the achievement. In order to get the achievement, you have to keep all the burning stuff. We killed one immediately. That was always the plan. I was just hoping if that allowed
Still waiting. They're still rebuffing.
Okay, I'm a fan that he still needs buffs. Okay.
So basically, after the raid tonight, I'll be coming back on and doing another stream in about half hour after I close this one out.
Started at restart.
For purposes of doing the kill questing for one of the VoA quest lines in Tier 3. So we get that done tonight. I try to get the Partisans quest line done in one night, and then the next night the kill quest. I'm currently in Central. It's 9:39 right now. CTS. CST. Okay. Yep, they got a better plan this time around. There you go.
I did not. I'm also not.
All right. Well, you can change your bind keys to do that. I use the R key. There we go. I don't know what mine is set on yet. I had to actually look into the settings.
Sylve Talon get cured or run from the raid.
I usually have it. It's the one that targets the closest NPC and then works its way out. It's like just target from NPC to NPC.
Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Gift of mana. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured.
Every minute a DT goes out, we have to get cured. Or we die. And mess up the raid. Whoa. Better remove That could be bad.
Gift of mana. Make sure S is cured. 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 Make sure S is cured.
Can't cast any spells on it, but procs and water effects don't bother it, which is nice.
Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured.
Yeah. So, oh, okay. Sorry. So, sorry. West or past or east? Oh, no.
Wait, so it's going to the north.
Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured.
All right. One question for me. Like, you know, you tell me. So this last campaign was also past or past or
All right, we're about to fight the big fight.
Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Failed to feign death. Stand up. Sil Talon stand up. FD fail.
Got another skirmisher.
I'm a
everyone
skirmisher.
inside. Everyone inside the circle. Nobody can be outside that circle.
So they told me.
Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Make sure S is cured. Score Tanley mass group buff
Yep.
used. Score Tanley mass group buff used. Gift of mana.
Paragon out.
Gift of mana. Gift of mana. Sebek mass group buff used. Sebek mass group buff used. Kanata mass group buff used. Kanata mass group buff used. Gift of mana. Velara mass group buff used. Velara mass group buff used.
There we go. We got it. We got it. That's really nice. Head of the first creation.
Everyone around? Face south, right? We're facing south? Southwest? South. Yes. Why is half the way back? All people downstairs.
All right, let's see what we got. Wow. Some nice stuff. There we go. That's it. We got the last raid boss that we have not been able to take down in the past. Finished. So that's sweet. Yeah, that was the final boss of UF. So that was pretty cool. So we got the final boss that we haven't been able to get in Era done in UF. So what we did was we went around the whole perimeter, killed off the lava elementals, the skirmishers, the guardians, and the others. Then we came in and started dismantling these maidens and the shield maidens and uh, shield guards. Once we got them all down, he came live and we beat him down. All the while dealing with more skirmishers and lava elementals as we aggroed them. And since we're 10 levels higher than this event, yeah, it made it go by pretty quick and easy. But you saw the first time we did it, we kind of screwed up right in the beginning, and it mollywomped us. Second time we did it, we got it down. And this is technically the third time we attempted this. We did have one attempt before we moved into HOT and into VoA. But it was really nice to actually come back and finish this. And this is what the first creation looks like. really nice weapons.
Next expansion will be worth it.
No idea. I can keep an eye on it. Looks like for one. No one, no one knows what the head is for. No, I didn't get anything tonight. It was just saving points. Oh, it's for the shawl. Okay. Yeah. Nobody really cares about the shawl right now. It's not really that important. Mystery Man. So only people who want to get the shawl is getting it.
Is there more crafting? Your trophies need to be next.
And I think you just need to have a natural fusion skill with it.
So to end for the first creation
I mean,
head,
have an opportunity to show off
all the other items are going for 1.1 DKP practically. The hatchet of final assault is the only one that's not even being bidded on.
You do one at a time, though.
But we're pretty much done right now, guys.
Yeah, most of it. Yeah, it's right there at the top. Yeah, like a little insane maxing all the
So
items.
I'll go ahead and pretty much start the stream closing. Just to give you guys an idea what's going on in the upcoming week, we have the raid schedule posted. So let's see. Tuesday, we're looking at VOA Tier 2 and Tier 3. And then Thursday, VOA Tier 3 and VOA Tier 1 and Sanctum. Saturday, we're looking at Sanctum, HOT, T3, and then next Tuesday, VOA, and VOA Sanctum on Thursday. It really depends on how the scheduling goes, but we'll just say for Tuesday that's coming up, it'll be VOA Tier 2 and Tier 3 fights, and maybe something else more if we're quick enough. And with that being said, that's what the scheduling is going to look like. Yes, we raid 3 nights a week. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We start at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. Is it Pacific? Eastern. I can't remember what it's set up to be. Time zones suck. But Central Time is for me. It's 7 o'clock. Anyways, I want to thank everybody who came in to watch for this evening. It's been a pleasure having you. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. For those who've chatted in channel, let's see here. Sailor Streams, Valkron74, Grizzled Geezer, and Mystery Man 2141. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in and chat in the channels. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll just give you a little tip. I will be coming back in about a half hour to an hour to start up another stream. This will be for VOA kill quests for T3 that I have been working on. We're going to do all the kill quests tonight, get it done and over with, and then move on to the next T3 zone to continue showing what VoA progress is for us in this expansion. So you know which quest to do, where to go, and how to find it. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Be safe, be well. See you in about an hour or so, and we'll be back again with some VOA progression questing. Thank you all. Have a good night. Be safe and be well. Siltelling out.